Hi everyone, how are you? If you don't know me, my name is Katie, and I wanted to do something a little special this month for the new moon. I haven't been able to meet with you guys for yoga or for meditation for the last couple of weeks because unfortunately my whole family caught COVID, and I just wanted to say I so appreciated all of the private messages and the texts and the calls and the care packages. They really were very appreciated, and you all were so lovely, and I felt very loved. So I wanted to say thank you for all of that. And so in return, I wanted to kind of give you guys this free meditation session. I do a monthly new moon meditation session in person, but since I have been stuck at home, I haven't been able to do that for August and September. So I wanted to do this for this new moon coming up this week, and I wanted to give that to you guys so that you aren't missing your meditation sessions. Now, if it's something that you like, if you're interested in it, you can always go to my website and see when my next in-person sessions are. I believe the first one I have scheduled is October 3rd. But if you also are not near me, you can't come in person, I would be willing to do these monthly recordings for you guys. If that's something that would interest you, then definitely let me know in the comments. I might can set something up. I've never done it online before, but I would love to maybe start that if there's an interest and a want for it. So just for today's session, all of my sessions are through the Wild Woman Projects, but I do want to say that it is open to any gender, any religion, race, sexual orientation, anything like that. It just is coming from more of a feminine space, but that's okay because it's for anyone. And I hope you enjoy. If you do want to pause here for a minute and get a few things together, you just want to be in a really comfy space. You want to maybe have a journal and pen with you if there's anything you might want to record or remember from the session. I'm outside in my yard. I think it's great to do it outside in nature, but if you're more comfortable inside, that's totally fine. You might also want to have a candle or incense. If you are outside, be careful with those though. You might even get some natural ambiance from me. My chickens are running around, and sometimes when I'm outside they like to say hello. So like I said, if you are seeing this on TikTok or Instagram, just go to my bio and the link for the whole meditation will be in that area. But if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, then go ahead and pause here, get situated, get ready to start, and we'll get going. Now to start, you want to either sit up tall, but if you're more comfortable laying down in a Shavasana position, or maybe taking even your favorite restorative yoga position, then please just make yourself as comfortable as possible here. So this meditation is called a pen and a prayer, and like I said, it's part of the Wild Women Circle. And so every year they do a new themed sequence of meditations, and we just started a new one called the Path of the Poet. So each month we'll be doing a meditation that's inspired by a different female poet. And this month is from Mary Oliver. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is just kind of a nice little example of what my in-person session will be like. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to go on and just kind of get centered. And I'm going to begin this meditation session the same way I would a Wild Women's Project circle. So if you do have a candle and you want to light your candle with me, we'll let this flame represent the wild spirit which burns within each of us. And as we awaken our own wild spirit, we awaken the collective spirit. There we go. It's a little windy here, so I'm having trouble getting my candle lit. And just take a moment with your flame. Maybe begin to connect with the body. Feel that wild spirit burn within you. And place that to the side. Get nice and comfortable. Maybe allow the eyes to begin to close. Start to really just settle into your space. How does your space feel? Begin to notice the ground beneath you and the air on your skin. Maybe even begin to notice your breath. You don't need to change your breath in any way. Just notice. Use it as an anchor for any time during our visualization that you feel the need to focus and return to the self. As you continue to breathe, maybe your breath begins to deepen. Your exhales become slower and longer. Your inhales become deeper and fuller. And beginning to pay special attention to your breath. Noticing as it flows in and out of the nose. Seeing if you can feel inside your nose as this is happening. Any sensations? You might feel a little tickle, a little coolness, or maybe even warmth. You might notice as you breathe and really pay attention to your face and the muscles of the face. Feeling the tension kind of seeping away. Allowing tension between the eyebrows to fade. Allowing the tongue to part ways with the roof of the mouth. Now maybe see if you can feel your lungs and sense your lungs inside of your body. Feel as they expand and contract. Imagine that clean new air and energy entering and exiting. Receiving the oxygen coming in through the nostrils, creating those sensations that you became aware of in the nose, in the face, down the throat. And as you feel your lungs, seeing how the breath opening and emptying and filling creates any sensation in your chest cavity, your upper back, your neck. Maybe you even audibly hear your breath now flowing throughout the body. Throughout our session, feel little shifts and changes that begin to happen when you do refocus and pay attention to the breath. Maybe you take a moment here during our centering to connect with whatever it is that you hold most divine. That could be a higher power, maybe the universe itself, or maybe even a deeper place within you. And as you continue to breathe and center, I'm gonna share with you a poem from Mary Oliver called I Happened to Be Standing. Just let these words kind of seep over you, and we'll revisit them later within our visualization. I don't know where prayers go or what they do. Do cats pray while they sleep, half asleep in the sun? Does the possum pray as it crosses the street? The sunflowers, the old black oak, growing older every year. I know I can walk through the world, along the shore or under the trees, with my mind filled with things of little importance and full. Self-attendance, a condition I can't really call being alive. Is a prayer a gift or a petition? Or does it matter? The sunflowers blaze, and maybe that's their way. Maybe the cats are sound asleep, maybe not. While I was thinking this, I happened to be standing just outside my door with a notebook open, which is the way I begin every morning. Then a wren in the private began to sing. He was positively drenched in enthusiasm. I don't know why, and yet why not? I wouldn't persuade you from whatever you believe or whatever you don't. That's your business. But I thought of the wren singing. What could this be if it isn't a prayer? So I just listened, my pen in the air. Continue to breathe, feeling the air on your skin, feeling the noises and sounds around you, feeling your breath travel through your body. Mary Oliver was a walking poet, constantly in motion, constantly walking in nature and taking notes. Maybe there is something of her way of being that you can relate to. Maybe there's something in her way of wandering and paying attention that you see a bit of yourself in, and maybe not. As you continue to breathe for just one moment, take yourself into Mary Oliver's shoes. Maybe you're still in your own space, or maybe you've allowed yourself to go somewhere else. Just like Mary, contemplating the nature of prayer, what they are, where they go, and how they're done. Like Mary, maybe you hear this wren singing. The wren who says she is positively drenched in enthusiasm. Imagine this wren that she is listening to, that has so much enthusiasm that she thinks, what could this be if isn't a prayer? How might that wren have sounded and appeared to you as she listened with your pen in the air? Gently focus on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Now take a look with your mind's eye of where you're sitting in your life and what you see when you take in the world around you. Creatures and people and plants and trees, fungi, the living world. Is there any creature that does anything? Maybe even a person or any living thing that does something that you think, what could this be if it isn't a prayer? Maybe it's the way that your grandma made or makes a meal. Maybe it's the way a loved pet or animal you see regularly goes about their day. Maybe it's your favorite performer who just leaves you feeling awe. Think of one or two examples in your life, in your perception of the world around you, where you think, wow, this is a prayer of some kind. There's so much beauty and majesty in the world around us. Sometimes we forget to say thank you. Breathe deep. Deep inhales. Long, slow exhales. And with your next inhale, dive deeper within yourself. Turn your attention to your inner worlds. Is there anything you do in your life that you feel like maybe this is a prayer? Something where when you're doing it, you're like that Rin, absolutely drenched in enthusiasm. When you think of something that you do that feels like a prayer, allow yourself to teleport into that moment when you're doing that thing. Maybe you like to paint or garden, cook or craft. Maybe you enjoy a form of movement like yoga or dance. Maybe it's even an action like caretaking for someone or something you love. Maybe you even experience love itself as a form of prayer. So whatever it is for you, imagine yourself in that moment of doing that thing and being fully awake and alive in that experience. Stay in it. Stay with it. Breathe into it. Remember how it feels. So much of a spiritual practice is remembrance. What are you remembering here in this moment? What could this be if not a prayer? Maybe we can experience it more if we remember that it is a prayer, that if we remember in the moment that we are doing it, and that experience of it expands or deepens. And maybe you'll be reminded of that little Rin on your shoulder, positively drenched in enthusiasm. Begin now to pull your focus back to your breath. Inhales, exhales, slowly returning back to your normal breath. Come back to the feeling of right here, right now, in this moment. Feeling yourself safely on your mat or on your ground or floor. And place one hand on your heart and one on your low belly. Taking a big breath in so that both hands are lifting off of your body. Stay here as long as you need to. But when you're ready, move towards your journal if you are journaling. Maybe take note, writing down or drawing anything you want to remember that came through from your inner guidance. Noting down anything from this experience that you might want to remember later. Something that felt like a prayer to you. Any message that you might have received. Take as long as you would like to journal this, allowing the eyes to slowly begin to open and reaching for that journal. But if you're not journaling, that's okay too. You do not have to. You can just let this meditation wash over you. If you want to pause here for a minute and take that opportunity, or maybe you'd even like to share something that came through for you in the comment section below if you'd like to share with one another. But I'm so happy I was able to do this for you guys. I'm sorry for all the little unexpected noises. Usually my yard is a lot more quiet. But I hope you all enjoyed. So with that being said, we'll take our candles, but stay with yours as long as you need. And as I blow out this candle, may the wild spirit continue to burn within each of you throughout this moon cycle. Namaste. And if you would like to maybe set an intention for this moon cycle, think of something that came out of your journaling, something that you truly felt that enthusiasm with, and maybe challenge yourself to set an intention to enjoy that thing throughout this next moon cycle. So if you are, like I said, interested in experiencing this more fully, this is just kind of a little taste of what I do during my normal meditation session. We usually actually go through about 3 visualizations in each session. You can please join us in person on October 3rd. Or like I said, if there's any interest at all in continuing these online sessions, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter session, then please let me know that in the comment section as well. I look forward to seeing some of your shares if you feel comfortable with that. If you're not, I hope you just enjoyed this experience. I hope you all have a great day, a wonderful moon cycle, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.